That's what we want, man. Let's get aggressive on defense and let's get a hand up at people. You'll be amazed how that throws a shot off. Get that hand up and make them shoot over that hand on the outside. Even if you're late, even if you're real late, oftentimes it distracts their attention temporarily. And that's enough to throw their timing off and their shot off. So get a hand
Calvin
up.
Murphy and his Rocket teammates in their new home, Houston, with their new coach, Tex Winter, tonight face an old foe, the Philadelphia 76ers.
Put it in the hole. You play good defense, you get beat legitimately. You make them beat you legitimately, then you help out. Greer and Murphy, you did an outstanding job on Greer last time. I think your offense hurt him some in that you moved a lot, kept him running all the time. He got quite worried about you offensively. See if you do the same thing. But also your defense was good against him. You're body checking him better, you're playing into him better, and you too. In spite of the fact that you may feel like you don't have a chance, go after that shot if they get it up and get the hand up. And with your jumping ability, you'll be surprised how many of them you blocked. You blocked a couple of great shots against a couple of these ball clubs, and you can do it. That's what we want, more aggressiveness on defense. Okay, now let's look for a fast break against this club. I think you can run these guys. Elvin, you fill that outside lane, get down that court. Let's look for a break, but let's play under control. We want that ball moved offensively, man. Ping, ping, ping.
His second year of the NBA at 5'9" and 165, number 23, Calvin Murphy. Rudy Tom Canada. Rookie left field. And center from the University of Houston, the fourth year of the NBA, number 44, Calvin Hayes.
The move from San Diego to Houston meant the Rockets would play the majority of their home games at the Astro Hall. Tonight, the fans will see one of the most interesting defensive matchups in the NBA, when Murphy, number 23 in the white, defends against one of the men that knows him best, Philadelphia's veteran guard, Hal Greer, number 15.
As far as Calvin Murphy is concerned, when I'm on offense and he's defending against me, that's where he has his main problems in the NBA. I think what Calvin tries to do is he tries to keep me, particularly me, from receiving the ball at all on offense. And he's learning defense. Defense is a tough part of the game, and I'm sure he's doing the best he can do. When Calvin Murphy is on offense, he's a ball player in himself. I used to tell the guys on our team, when Calvin comes down the floor, you better not watch his feet, because Calvin, he has this tremendous stutter step. He comes right at you, and if you watch his feet, he'll go zip right by you in 1 second. Calvin Murphy, in my opinion, was one of the all-time great in college, and he hasn't hit his peak yet in professional basketball.
In being the smallest NBA player, people tend to think that it's all uphill, but you know, I tend to believe that there's a little downhill going for me also. Being the smallest player in the league presents a problem for my opponent. First of all, if a fella is guarding me who is 6'4", he's having a problem because he may be a little slower than I am, and he has no desire to run around that court all game long, which I do because this is my game. Being smaller, I'm much quicker than a lot of the taller guards in the league, so consequently, I'm getting the jump on them constantly, and this presents a problem for them because to stop me now they have to foul me or get help.
And putting Calvin at the free throw line is like putting points on the scoreboard. But point scoring is one thing, finding the open man another. With the Rocket defense coming up with a tremendous performance, Houston went into the locker room at halftime comfortably ahead by 9.
Murphy, your position was real good on a couple of those screens and rolls. I thought the guy ran right over you. Just didn't get a shake on it. What we can do about it. Right, you forward now. Let's try to play make a little more of those. Now here's what's open for you, literally. They're front and center. There's two pass here, and Elvin right down the gut. That thing is wide open. And off the back door. This guy can step on the back door, and Elvin's fronted. You can pass here. Now you can really get it when it's clear. It brings your man with you, see? And when you do, then it's over the top for Elvin, or we make the two pass, and Elvin's out of there, cleared area. That's what you ought to be looking for if you want to get that ball inside. We've got to start doing more of this against this pressure.
When on offense, I think my opponents tried their best to make me take that outside shot, and as I advanced towards the basket, they tried to hold me off as much as possible to keep from getting in the middle of their defense. Being manhandled by the bigger guards is perhaps a problem of mine. So I think the 10-foot jump shot inside the key is perhaps the hardest shot for me to get off. As far as them trying to rough me up, being a guard, I very rarely pass through underneath that basket. And I try to make it a point to stay away from the bigger players as much as possible. But here again, I must work harder.
As luck would have it, Murphy's hard work and aggressiveness didn't quite produce the result he expected. All that Calvin ended up with going for a loose ball was a right shoe in his hand and a feeling of frustration. And it was time for Tex Winter to give his 5'9" star a rest.
While sitting on the bench, it's kind of difficult for a player such as myself who's always played every minute of the games, you know, in high school and in college, to come into the pros and have to share time with another player. So what I do, I'm sitting there concentrating on the game, thinking about what I would do in the situation that's happening on the floor right now, getting myself prepared that when my turn to go in the game, I'm mentally prepared to go out there and do the best job I can.
As to the job Calvin's teammates had been doing, with but 9 seconds showing on the clock, they trailed the 76ers by 1. The Rockets had the ball. Egan was the shooter. Tom Jonovich's tip had won it for Houston at the gun, 109-108.